Hey everybody, I just want to say that I'm going to be starting to post weekly now. I used to post 2 videos per week, but I realized that I cannot physically make fun and entertaining videos with just 3 days to 4 days to actually make a video. So taking an entire week to make them, every single Wednesday you will be getting a nice and entertaining video from me. Could be longer, could be the length of around this video, or something like that. But basically, I am kind of almost back from break. Thank you everybody for listening to this, and I hope you enjoy this video because I actually put a lot of effort into this one. And also, I think that Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is actually a very good movie. So anyways, please enjoy. Thank you. Bye. So I'm not fully back from break, I just want to say, but I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Peak over here, and I mean, I know I just said peak, but I was more referring to how consistently good this franchise is. Like, the movie is good when it comes to Planet of the Apes standards, which is already insanely high, but also when it comes to standards of the entire year, it's extremely good. So all in all, it's a good movie, and after watching it, I have returned for a moment because I want to talk about the opening part of this movie and how in around 15 minutes, it was able to make me gasp. And I mean, like, really, I gasped in shock, which for me is something that movies don't do to me, no matter if they are a horror movie or have a shocking bit in it, because they never make me gasp. I mean, don't get me wrong, this gunshot from Civil War had me jump, but not gasp. And the build-up to the scene from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is something that should not have hit that hard, because it isn't game-changing, yet for some reason, it did. And I know exactly why. And I want to just make sure you understand, we have not even met these characters that well yet. And in 15 minutes, with barely any reason to care for the characters or any reason to understand what we will be taking part in while we watch the movie, and in 15 minutes, the subtlety of the reveal that the people attacking Noah and his town, harming all of their people, are doing this because this is what they think Caesar wants. And I know what you're thinking. Enchanted, this isn't a big reveal, especially how later we find out that this isn't really Caesar's clan, and that in reality, he wouldn't want any of this at all. So what actually makes this scene done so well, even if later it's not as big of a payoff? Now, here's the interesting thing. The movie is not fully set up, and I mean, we know about how Noah wants an egg so that he can have his own bird, because that's what his father wants, and how everybody at some point will get one, yada yada yada. I mean, there's not too much to say because it's the first 15 minutes, and usually 15 minutes doesn't have the most stuff in it, although I will say that the opening scene of Caesar's body burning oddly had an emotional impact that felt like a calm and peaceful end to a legacy that was dealt with fantastically. So, anyways, bad apes with masks on go and start to burn down Noah's village, and I just want to say that I know the background stuff you'll see aren't exactly what I'm talking about, and I just want you to know it's not because I'm lazy, but because this movie is not out or available to own or aren't officially on YouTube yet, so I genuinely can't put footage up legally. So please, quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that, reverse it, and let me get back to my train of thought. Now, the very shocking part of this is that we are watching apes hurt apes, which Caesar was very against. So seeing the contrast between Caesar versus Koba, where he had a reason to be fighting an ape, and 2 clans fighting, was insane to see, and was a sight that was pretty shocking, especially when there is so much going on, and then all of a sudden the main gorilla guard, who I cannot find the name of on the internet, even though it is out there, is beating this guy up and takes his necklace, and says something along the lines of, "For Caesar." And this is the part, my friends, where my jaw dropped, like a Mr. Beast thumbnail, and gasped because of my shock. And the reason it is so shocking is how these apes are disregarding Caesar's message completely, as not only are these apes fighting each other and harming each other, which is completely disregarding apes shall not kill apes, as Noah's dad bites the dust by Gorilla Guard over here, but also disrespecting the iconic apes together strong. Since these apes are not together, nor are they strong, and are on the 2 opposite sides of this battle, as it seems like Noah's clan is only fighting out of self-defense, while the other clan is fighting because they want to kidnap them all, which was shocking to hear that these apes are fully harming each other, and that little detail of the already established ape shall not kill apes, and apes together strong from the previous movies that have become really iconic is broken and spit on by this clan, saying that they are for Caesar, which out loud made me gasp and pounce out of my slump in my comfortable armchair in the theater I was in. Something interesting is that this wasn't just me, as the people I went with to see this movie were put off by the fact that this clan was for Caesar, which also proves that this small little detail, the smallest thing in the world, was able to make a huge, big impact. That not necessarily is a huge deal, but a deal that creates the shock because of them not understanding what the icon and legend Caesar said, which fully, for the rest of the movie, captivated me to understand more about this other clan and piqued my interest to continue on the journey of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, as I watched the rest of the good movie with a heavy sense of wonder and entertainment, which makes this scene and this line of "for Caesar" something that shocks the audiences and helps push the plot forward by just one little line. And with that said, thank you everybody for watching. I'm Enchanted. Bye.